Episode 24 of the Sister Sign podcast. I'm Little Hungry Girl.
I'm Jasly G.
And again, this is episode 24 of the Sister Sign podcast. Your favorite Libra and your favorite Aries are back. And we know you guys missed us because it's retrograde. And y'all just need some of our energy because I just.
Guidance.
Oh, Jasly, I'm going to let you start. How has retrograde been treating you?
Now you know you ain't right. Listen, I have to tell y'all. I said I've been extra sassy. I've been trying to hold it all together. Okay. Like trying to keep the glue together. I need Gorilla Glue at this point. No, definitely been feeling it, been sassy. Half of me wants to really just blame it on my girl time because I was extra. I was feeling my emotions heavy the other day, and I was a little concerned. Like,
What's wrong
you're
with you?
really angry right now. For what? But I brought myself right down. I was like, "Oh, that's not cute. That's not cute."
Period. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Because, like, let's be real. Sometimes you're going to take it up there, but it's just about bringing yourself down. Like, okay, we don't need to do all that.
Mm-mm. I don't know. It's not even healthy.
It's not healthy. So, for me, y'all, retrograde has been a test. It has been a lot of tests. And unlike Jasly, I don't really have anything to blame it on. No girl time yet. I mean, if I wanted to, I could, be like, oh, it could be that, but it could be that. But I'm practicing accountability and I'm trying to remember and use the things that I'm learning. Like, okay, retrograde is not a good time to have certain conversations. So when I feel like I want to have a certain conversation, let me walk away and maybe wait until retrograde's over.
No, definitely. I took accountability instantly yesterday, though. I was
Shout
like,
out you.
oh, well, it's just knowing my body as well. I was like,
Yes.
okay, I felt it. I felt it. I sensed it coming. And I was like, calm down. Calm down. Well, it might have a part to do with it. You need to have some self-control here.
Yes.
Because get it together.
Because it's
Because
like
I
that
mean, in the
saying.
past, I honestly was like, oh, like that's why I've been so
Mm-hmm.
like kind of off because it does affect your hormones and stuff like that.
Yes.
But if you're aware, you're aware. You can work with it.
Yes, exactly. And it's just like that saying, like, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you react. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you do feel yourself getting hot. And definitely as an Aries, like, that's why I hate when I get mad because it's no like, it's no normal level of anger for me when I get to that level. It's just all red, all 1000, all like, it's just so draining. And I just don't like that. So I
I
be
was gonna
trying
say,
to bring myself down before I even get there because yes, I can go there, but that's being mature. Like a mature person is like, yeah, I could definitely set this bitch off, but I'm not going to. An immature person is like, oh, anybody try me, I'm gonna set this bitch off. Like, yeah, we know you could set this bitch off, but why would you even want to raise your heart rate like
all
that?
mhm, all the time. It's draining.
Exactly. It's so
I used to be
draining.
like that. Like I really set it off. Everyone, I want to say, let's set it off. Let's go. Nah, but I really went to lay it down. To lay it down, really cool. It's like,
No,
oh,
that's really the energy now. It's like, let me go take a nap because I'm not about to even. Let me
wait.
just go to sleep.
My famous bro, yesterday, everybody was knocked out at work. I'm snitching on all of y'all.
You know
Everybody
what?
was knocked out. Except me.
What? For once, Jasly wasn't the one sleep. I'm done.
I myself like, oh, what happened when this happened? Listen, I be
Girl,
bored sometimes. You know what it is? I'll scoot down on my chair, lean back on it, because I'm like, I'm over it. And then I just,
sleep.
it's cold. I don't know about y'all,
Yeah,
but you
it's
know how
the
you can go
perfect
like into a
sleep,
deep. And I
the
have a
perfect
blanket.
sleep environment.
And I have a blanket.
And that they know they was wrong for. Did they provide y'all blankets or you brought blankets?
Or, I bring my own blanket.
Girl, see, you need to stop doing that because that's what makes you want to go to sleep.
It's cold. It's cold.
You
Managers,
better wear
supervisors,
some
everybody.
sweatpants.
No. Oh, so you can. See, I see people doing it. I don't know. I'll get there to where I have the balls to like just go ahead and go for it because I stand out. I obviously I talk. You know, I'm cute. I'm kind of funny. No, I'm joking. No, but
No,
for
she's
real,
not
like,
joking. She is cute.
yeah. But no, you're not supposed to wear sweatpants. And no, everybody,
That's
like,
so
honestly,
stupid.
a lot of people have, I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people have a blanket because of how cold it gets. It's to the point where it pisses me off.
Girl, I'm just like so anti rules, and then especially anti stupid ass rules. Like, I'm not about to tell all your business because we don't need all of our listeners knowing what you do. But Jasly makes phone calls. So why the fuck can't she wear sweatpants? The people on the phone
Exactly.
don't know what you got on.
Yeah,
Like, that
girl.
is so stupid.
Honestly, I see other people wearing sweatpants, so I'm just gonna get some cute sweatpants.
Eventually, you're gonna just have the courage to wear the sweatpants because that's so
You know,
stupid.
you gotta get a feel for your environment. So
Yes, yes. Oh, okay. Thank you for saying that because you remind me of something with old lists. Like old lists used to always do what other people would do, then get in trouble, then be like, well, they did it. I eventually learned, girl, you're not everybody else. Like
yeah.
literally, this happens every single time. You do it and it's a problem. They do it and it's not a problem. So stop doing what they do.
So I always got in trouble for other people, and my mom always told me that until I got really tired. I got
I
really
think
tired of
we've
it.
all been there, like literally in class when it's like everybody talking, but then you talk and the teacher's like, Jasly. And it's just like, are you fucking serious? Everybody was talking. Don't come at me right now.
My mom always told me that, and I was like, I got you, mom, I got you. Yes. I finally understood.
So, for the people who've been feeling it out there, what would you say is your number one retrograde tip? Like the number one.
Really, like, reassess everything that you're about to say, especially when you're irritated about something. I will say that I have also felt like some people, remember, it's not just you who's feeling it. Some people,
Yes.
like, you know, need to be told about themselves. But
Yes.
if you really don't have to, you don't need to. Just
Exactly.
be careful. Be careful because it's a
Yes.
boomerang out here.
No, for real. The karma is coming like right
And
back.
I'm carrying my rose quartz around.
That's a good tip too. Carry your protection items with you. So my number one retrograde tip, pick and choose your battles.
I have another one. That's a great one. We were just talking about that. Like, it's been real heavy lately of picking and choosing your battles because not all of
Yes,
them are worth it at
they're not.
all.
And it's just like you said, like everybody's feeling it. So you're like in this sassy mind space, and the person that you want to talk to is in a sassy mind space too. So you
Yeah.
might be like, okay, I'm gonna just say this, and then it's just something simple, and we just gonna talk about it and move on. And then you say it, and it causes argument. Like right now is not the time to be just
Confrontational.
yes, pick and choose your battles. Some stuff, like Jasly said, some people definitely need to be told about themselves because retrograde or not, you got me fucked up. You're doing too much. And you have like some stuff, it's just like, bitch, you know that you said that with a lot of aggression. So
Mhm.
please don't try to put it on retrograde. But other things, it's just like, oh, okay, you got a little snappy there. Like, I'm gonna let you slide because you didn't really mean it. You got a little like that happened to me earlier. You know, I'm transparent. Like I said something earlier and I was like, it's nothing. And I was like, oh, that was kind of snappy. And I apologized because that's taking accountability and saying, okay, I need to talk to you like that. My bad.
Much as I hard, much as I hard right now. I This is intense. It ain't been this bad. I don't think last for sure it was this bad.
Girl, no, for real. For real. I'm so glad you said that because now that I'm really thinking about it, I'm just like,
The
oh,
last
that's
retrograde
okay.
wasn't like as far as like emotionally, I was like, geez. I just feel like I can go up really fast, and everybody else seems to
Yes.
like be very like kind of aggravated. Came out of
Yes.
nowhere. Came out of nowhere. I'm like
Girl.
confused. It's so confusing because at least now I'm like more calm to where I'm like, are you okay? Look at myself in the mirror like, you all right?
No, yes. And then you need to take a lot of alone time during retrograde. Like, it's not the time to be up under everybody, talking to everybody all the time. Like, if you already know that you got an attitude, don't pick up the phone. I have been doing a lot of ignoring calls. And the old me would feel so bad because it's like, oh, maybe they need me or maybe they need to talk. Me now is just like, girl, if we talk to them
Send me
right
a
now,
message.
they're gonna hear the attitude all on the phone. So it's best for me to just not pick up this call.
Message me if it's unimportant what it is.
No, for real. At this point, during retrograde, text everybody. Text
Yeah, she
everybody.
never answers my calls either. So
But you already know, Jasly knows, and the people who really know me know it's not Alyssa's being an asshole thing. It's Alyssa is protecting her peace, and right now she just can't
yeah,
be.
she's protecting her peace from it. One question that I don't want to text.
And see,
The
that be
things
my
that I deal
thing.
with.
Y'all be no, when I be answering the phone and y'all say stuff that could have been in a text, I feel like that mean. Like this could have been an email.
No, it couldn't have been it because I don't actually want to type it. And I'm that person that I'm like, I just wanted to call you and ask you before
You
I
could have
just
done a
type this
voice
shit out.
memo. We do
No,
voice memos.
that's true.
Just say you wanted to hear my voice in real time. Like that's what it was.
Oh, yes. Yes. You know what it is that I really started doing the voice memos with you. I didn't never did them with anybody else. Didn't even know how to work it really. And it's not like the first thing I think about. So yeah,
Yes.
sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So I'm like, I'm just gonna call her. And of course you don't answer. So I'm like,
The shade.
okay.
Y'all see how
But
she said it
my
twice.
tip, because forget her. Nobody got time for her.
All the shade.
I love when I'm like feeling kind of unbalanced before I go to bed. Go to YouTube, go look up whatever chakra that you feel like is possibly off balance, or maybe all of them, like resetting it. Whatever sounds good to you and is like
Yes.
soothing you, because
Yes.
you might feel that something is off, and then you put that on and it's not
It's
hitting.
not that one.
Yeah. So I like a reset. My favorite is probably a reset. And then
Yes.
sometimes I feel like some need more focus. And but I think that's a great tip right now to like
Yes.
soothe your mind. If you have to leave it on when you go to sleep, put it on the charger and leave it on. You'll be
I'm
all right. Just
so
don't have it under your
glad.
pillow.
Yes, I'm so glad you said that because actually I have been doing that for probably like 2 years now. I just recently started the meditation bowls. Like there's 8-hour videos with meditation bowls. When I tell you it's the deepest, best sleep I've ever gotten, like y'all have to try the meditation bowls on
I'm
YouTube.
gonna try that.
Yes, it is so peaceful. But that actually goes into our main topic today. You know, me and Jasly always be in sync. And it's chakra power centers. So if you guys didn't know, for each sign, you have a chakra power center. So for Aries, it's our solar plexus chakra, which is under your heart chakra. So it's like around your rib, stomach type area. And then for Libra, it's the heart chakra, which is very funny because that's right above the solar plexus chakra. So we're sister signs, and in chakras, we're right next to each other. But yes, every sign has a chakra power center. I highly suggest everybody look that up and see what that means. Because I know y'all are probably like, chakra power center, what the fuck is that? Like, look it up, do your own research because we can only tell you so much. You should always do your own research and work on balancing that chakra specifically. And then you can, kind of like Jasly said, like you might put on a chakra meditation and you're like, I'm not feeling something from this one, but you put on another one and your body instantly reacts. Like your body's gonna tell you which one needs more work.
Yeah, and I'm gonna add to this that just the meditation, like videos and sounds, ain't gonna do it.
Period.
Do some research, because the Libra is the heart, so things have to be done from the heart for
Yes.
really for me to it's just at least me to
Yes.
feel some type of balance. If I'm not doing something from my heart, I just feels chaotic in my body because it's not
Yes.
coming from here.
Exactly.
And yeah, but I've had to do my research and see how do I work on
Yes.
all of them? How do I
Mm-hmm.
fix the things that are unbalanced? What do I have to do? What is it that I have to change? And you will see what needs to change, and it might click with you. Some might be harder than others, I will say, but
Yes.
it's doable.
It's
Doable.
definitely doable. And it's just like Jasly said, like, yeah, YouTube, just the YouTube sounds aren't going to be enough, but that's a good place to start. And
Mhm.
even you can look up some YouTube videos about the chakras. Like, research doesn't always have to be, yes, please go open a book because we all need to read more. But it doesn't always
Yeah.
have to be that. If you can't have access to a book at the moment, then like everybody at this point has access to
YouTube.
Google or YouTube. So look that up. And, there's more than just YouTube videos. There's meditations that you do, there's stretches, there's yoga poses, there's foods that you could eat to balance out your chakras. Like your chakras are
Mhm.
very complex, but once you do the research, it's not hard at all.
It's not. And you'll
Yeah.
you'll see the difference. You'll start seeing the difference. You'll start feeling better. I would recommend for you to go with the one that you feel is the most unbalanced. That
Yes.
really needs a lot of work.
Yes. And I think it's so important something that you said about like with the heart chakra being the Libra's power center, when you don't do things from your heart, your literal entire body feels off. And I think that's not just a you thing. For all my Libras, that's very true. Like whenever I think about the times where my Libras are the most stressed or going through the most stuff, it's when they're not being true to themselves. It's when they're like, oh, this, I'm doing what I think I should do, or I'm
Mm.
doing what somebody told me to do, or I'm doing what, might make somebody else feel good. When y'all are really moving and working from your heart and like what makes you happy, not giving a fuck what nobody else has to say, that's when y'all are doing the best.
No, for real.
But it
Cause
has to
I'm
be
like, I'm
genuine.
cool. I'm cool.
Yes.
I'll be coolin'.
You be so cool and vibing, but what I realized, it has to be genuine because sometimes it's like you can tell when it's a facade. You can tell when it's just like
Mm-hmm.
you're doing what you think you should do. And that's another thing
Yeah.
that I have had multiple conversations about with my Libras where they're just like, okay, but where do I start? And it's just like
Anywhere.
you not only that, but bro, sit down with yourself by yourself and ask yourself questions. Like you'll be surprised you actually get answers. Your
Yeah.
intuition will tell you. It will immediately be like, this is what we like. This is what we don't like. Sometimes it takes dating yourself and getting to know yourself. Like, let me take myself out to eat. Let me see, what we want to do. I think because as humans we're such social creatures, sometimes we always think about, oh, okay, let me go out with my friends, or let me do this, or let me do that. Sometimes it takes you just going out by yourself and learning yourself.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's been my best teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Me doing things for myself with myself. And
Yes.
yeah, I've gotten to that place where it's like, what do I need to do? It's not about what I think I should be doing. I don't have time to doubt what I'm doing anymore. I really
Mm-mm.
don't. I don't have it in me anymore to doubt myself. So
It's
it's
so
very,
draining.
it's extremely draining.
Yes.
If I question it for too long, I guess I'm just not necessarily do it. Maybe it's not meant for me. It's not
Yeah.
meant for me.
Mm-hmm.
But do more doing than sitting there and thinking about it. Unless it's
Yes.
retrograde, we don't think about it. But
Yes.
I haven't been entirely creative. Like usually, you get these super creative ideas during retro. Mm-mm. I haven't
Maybe
even
later
tried.
on.
No, I haven't even tried. I think the most creative that I want to get is probably coloring in my book. Let's just keep it.
And
I
that's
just
completely okay. But I think, retrogrades just started. So it's possible that later in some of that creativity could come. But I think also be open to it looking different than what you might expect. Because there's times where, like, I'm like, oh, I'm expecting this, but I'm expecting this to look a certain way. And then afterwards, I'm like, oh, I did get that, but it just looked different. She's like, it's not right now. Like, no, it's just not right now. It might come later, but it's not right now.
It didn't download. It didn't download. It just
Listen.
meow. I was
And
like,
again, y'all, this is why Libras are air signs, because they can be airheads.
oh damn! I was really, really put to download it and never hit. It never hit.
But you know, I appreciate that you were honest, because I hate, when you're talking to somebody and you could tell they don't get it and they're like, yeah. And it's just like, bitch, you did not understand what I just said. Why don't you just say you didn't understand? They're sitting here lying.
And I'm worse than that because I'm just gonna leave it right there and then. Now it's awkward, huh?
You're so silly. Oh my gosh.
I'm just mad that I was really waiting for it to sink in.
She
And
was
it
waiting.
never...
You were just like, it's gonna come. It's gonna come.
That was a good laugh. I needed that.
That's always us. I was just about to say that, y'all. Like, literally, me and Jasly could have the most stressful day. We could text each other like, "Bitch, I'm on my last life," and then we get on, and we're just like, you wouldn't even be able to tell. We just be keeping it. I love that.
Because we're not Debbie Downer. It has to be a really bad day.
No,
for us to be like, you know what? Not today.
Fuck it all. Fuck it all. No, but for the most part, we're gonna get ourselves out the funk. We don't allow ourselves to be in funks for too long, because that shit just...
We usually make each other laugh, and then
yes.
Not even intentionally. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird to sit there and try to intentionally make someone laugh, if you ask me.
That's what, like,
it feels like you're trying to tickle me without tickling me.
But that's literally what comedians do. What do you mean? Like, that's what a comedian's job is, to make people laugh. They're trying to make you laugh.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's hard. I've watched a lot of comedy shows, and I hate to be the one to tell you, unless I know that you're funny. I really, really, really know you're funny. I won't sit there and watch it, because I will sit there with a serious face. It makes me so mad. I'm like, I was looking forward to laughing, to being tickled with words.
Oh my gosh. Some of these comedians, I swear, they be calling musicians.
I'm a comedian.
No, you're not. She's not. The fuck off. She's her own comedian. They be calling musicians industry plans, but I be thinking they have comedian industry plans, because some of these people, I'm like, where the fuck did you come from? I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Amy Schumer is a comedian industry plant. She's not funny. She's never been funny. And then all of a sudden, she just popped up in every movie, on every commercial, with a special on one of the big shows. And I was like, girl, where are you? Who are you? Where are you from?
There are some people I don't really like. They have their funny moments. Some people have their funny moments, but it's not like you're actually funny.
Bro. When I think about my favorite comedians, I think about some of the greatest of all time. So Jasly reposted a video from one of my favorite comedians the other day, Cat Williams. Like, there's no way that you can say Cat Williams is not funny. Like,
I did. Well, his last one, it wasn't extremely, but he did have some really funny. He has some really, really funny moments.
It wasn't like his older stuff, but it was still giving. It was still like, okay, like, you still Cat Williams, you still funny. Yeah. Did you watch the Chris Rock one?
No,
I didn't either. I had no interest.
I had no interest either.
Like, I was like, Will Smith slapped him, and then they just took that shit and went crazy with it. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna say it. I don't feel bad you got slapped.
I don't really care. Like, people are very emotionally invested into it.
Have you
which
seen
is
that
really
video?
Concerning, which, I mean, I get it, you got slapped in front of a lot of people, but I mean, you seen it coming? Like, I don't know. You know what? I guess he really thought it
Listen.
was shits and giggles. I think you could see that somebody's coming up to you upset.
And see, that
At
is
least back
why.
up. Why are you walking so fast? Slow down.
And see, it was on live TV, so he was just probably trying to, like, but that's why you need to look at what they, because the jokes, I don't know if they write their own jokes or like those are written ahead of time, but you need to look at these types of things ahead of time, because they pointed out how he made similar jokes about the same person like throughout years. So if I was looking at that ahead of time, I would have been like, hey, I'm not gonna say this joke because I've already made a joke about this, and like, this is not funny. But that's what happens when you're like people's puppet. You just gotta do what they say, and that's why I will never be nobody's fucking puppet. Because, no, I'm not doing what you say if it don't make sense.
All I know is that some of these specials, I be confused. I'm like, ooh. I be trying to give it a try. But I cannot waste valuable time, which is my time that I'm speaking on right now. And I can't. If you haven't made me laugh in the first 5 to 10 minutes,
no, for
why
real.
sit here and watch this shit for an hour? Absolutely not.
You're right. I'm kind of the same with music. I've gotten a little bit better because I used to be kind of ridiculous. Like, if you ain't got me in the first 10 seconds, I'm cutting it off. But now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you about 45 seconds to a minute.
I'm gonna give you like a minute.
Yeah. If you ain't got me in that, you probably.
And if you irritated me in 30, you're done. You're done. Yikes.
We were just talking about that the other day. Do you prefer women with deeper voices or higher pitched voices? I feel like I already know the answer.
Oh, nothing too extreme for real. Let's keep it
like right in the middle.
Like right in the middle. Anything too high pitched, you're giving me a headache. You're giving me a headache.
What about too deep? What about like if she has a very, very deep voice? Would that bother you?
I mean, how deep are we talking?
Like, hey, Jasly.
How do you do? What am, bitch?
So you're just gonna match the deep voice? But at least you didn't say it would annoy you.
I can take a deep voice over a high pitch. I'm sorry, it's gonna give me. You know what there is in office that I forgot what it is. Some medical office, same secretary. Oh my God, that little high pitched voice. I just be hoping that she gonna ask one question and hang up because it isn't. I get off the phone with a headache.
No, I'm with you, and I know you can't help it. Like, for the people out there with a high pitched voice, like I know that y'all didn't choose y'all voice, but
part of me, some things sound like you're doing this on purpose. Ain't no way. I don't want to sit in my heart.
I call bullshit.
I just thought of that's a bullshit way of thinking. You showed me a video. That white man said that's a bullshit way of thinking.
Period. Can we start going around and telling people that more when they give their opinion? That's a bullshit way of thinking.
For everything. No, every time we can't be having a serious conversation. That's a bullshit way of thinking.
I'm so done.
And that was funny. That one was funny. There was X where he said he's somebody out there.
What? You know what? At this point, Jasly needs to go to bed. See, this is the side that a lot of y'all don't see about Libras. They're fucking clowns. They are clowns.
He said we used to find eggs 2 weeks later.
Oh my God.
Just lay him out there. They just grab him. Oh God. So there's only 2 kids. this, I know our kids are gonna go too. That's the bullshit way of thinking.
Just for this, I'm gonna need you to send me this video, because at this point, it better have me dying laughing the way you are, or I'm gonna be pissed. Oh my gosh, a fucking clown, bro.
Oh my god. Oh, I always do this.
Literally the biggest clown. Like, I don't even see people be afraid of Libras, and I'm like, what's there to be afraid of?
No, for real.
Airheads and clowns.
I don't really give it a fuck either.
No, dead ass. Dead ass.
That'd be so much fun.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Ooh, child. Okay. So I'm agree with Jasly. I don't care about a deep voice, but the super high pitched voice is not gonna work for me. It's not gonna work. And you could be the sweetest, kindest, just a most amazing person, and we just can't talk. Maybe I'll learn sign language when I talk to you. Because I don't even want to hear your voice. Like, that just reminded me, I used to get made fun of in elementary school because I had a deeper voice. And I love that now. You know how many times people complimented my voice? Like, they like this deepness.
That's so complimenting your fucking voice.
Girl.
I am so confused.
People compliment people's voices all the time. That's what literally.
How do you compliment someone's? How do we go about this?
You have a nice voice. You talk about how like this is rocket science. Okay.
You have a really.
Did you take a hit before we started recording? Because at this point, I really don't know what's wrong with you. This is why people think you'll be high on the podcast. Because look at you.
Can't bring myself to be like, yeah.
You're so fucking stupid, bro.
You know, really nice boy.
Well, maybe you wouldn't say it like that, but that's typically people say you have a nice voice. Like, what you mean? How else would you say your voice?
Were you singing? Like,
girl, when on the phone, voice memos. You know, I did voice acting. Like, there's multiple places where people hear your voice.
What are those things called?
Crazy.
What are those things called? Something. I don't even know.
ASMR?
Yeah, you should do those.
I really should.
Let me join.
No, please, because your ass would not take it serious. You would be on the mic saying some bullshit, and then what would piss me off is other people would support it. Like, she don't even take this shit serious, and y'all support her. Anyways, let's get back on track because Jasly just be having me all over the
I hope somebody compliments my voice because I'm gonna probably myself.
Just for this, please, everybody come in the comments and tell Jasly that her voice is so nice. Give her all the voice compliments because apparently she just does not know how you could compliment someone's voice. Just for hating, you gonna get a comment like, I fucking hate your voice.
Yikes. It's been on your heart for a minute, hasn't it?
And that's what I'm talking about. Libras really don't be giving no fucks. Like, you could comment that. Jasly gonna be like, oh, okay. We gonna make a joke.
I'm sorry.
We don't take shit serious, bro. Like, I saw this fucking meme that's really us, and it's like me and my bestie after 5 minutes after having a mental breakdown, and they were twerking in the street, and that's really us.
No, for real. Have
like,
a full meltdown.
A whole meltdown.
Where are we going?
No, for real. A whole meltdown, and then we're joking. But also we're working on our healing, y'all, because it'd be a little bit traumatic, because me and Jasly talk about like the traumatic ass shit we've been through and then laugh. Like, yeah, that's so funny. Like no,
It's not funny.
so funny.
Kind of
You
is.
you need to
At this
heal from
point,
that.
I think the best way to is to laugh it up.
No, for real. It really is about a balance, because some stuff is just like, bro, I'm not about
It
to.
doesn't have to be, everything doesn't have to be tears. I think sometimes you have to laugh at those
Yes.
cringy moments.
Oh my god. Oh my
Some of them are
god.
just cringe. Some of them are just cringe. I've had to live with some cringe.
Yes. Some of them, it's just like, I'd be thinking back, I'm like, why did you do that? But that's how it has to be, y'all. Like, you can't beat yourself up so much. Like, oh my gosh, I was so fucking stupid for doing that. Like, no, it happened. And I bet you nobody remembers but you. Like,
I almost beat myself up today about something, and I was like, I didn't know. Like, oh well.
you didn't know better.
Now you know.
Move on.
Literally, more. I'm sorry. I don't laugh so much. I have to cough.
It's okay, because I'm gonna just cut out all your coughs.
No, you really killed me. You really killed me.
Girl, you did that to yourself. Do not put that on me.
Complimenting your voice. I've never heard it. People have complimented my eyes, my veins.
See, now that's a new one. I never heard veins.
The nurse has never been like, oh, you have good veins.
Oh yeah, like, that has happened.
Yeah. You see, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
Girl. Heavy eye roll.
It's really creepy though.
I thought you were saying like outside of a doctor setting. I didn't think that you were talking
about. And then doctor setting isn't any better. Like, why are you complimenting that? That's weird.
Mean, because that makes sense. They're like about to work with your veins, so of course they're gonna be like, oh, you have like I work with veins all fucking day. The person before you has shitty veins. You have nice veins.
It makes me cringe. I don't know why. It's just I don't do it's just your drawing thing. Blood thing.
I understand. Now back to the chakra centers. We talked about Libra's power center, which is the heart chakra. Aries power center is the solar plexus chakra. I told y'all that is right below the heart chakra. And a balanced solar plexus chakra provides Aries with the physical energy that we need to fill our leadership and entrepreneurial spirit. So literally all that means is when you're being 100% yourself, your power center is working at its best. And what I found very interesting when I looked up the solar plexus chakra, it's attached to the gut. That's where I feel most of my anxiety and fear. Like whenever I'm feeling off about something or I feel like anxious, I always feel it in my stomach. So I found that very interesting that that's where my power center is. Like that's literally my power center. Wow. Speaking to me through my body and saying, girl, something's not right.
You're right. Yours do be off, actually. Yes. Yeah, you're right. Mine be in my chest. It's hard. I can't.
And
like,
that's your heart. That makes sense. Yeah. Like that's literally where you're. So it's like we say all the time, like y'all listen to your body. Your body's gonna tell you. Like there's times where somebody will say something and I feel a sharp pain in my gut. Like sometimes I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it feels like I have to immediately take a shit. Like, oh my fucking god, I need to go to the toilet ASAP. And that is my body telling me, we don't want to talk about this. We don't like this. This doesn't feel right.
Yeah, my chest is tight.
Yes.
If my stomach hurts, then it's bad. That's bad.
My stomach is always the first thing. Like if it gets worse, then I'll probably feel it in like my head. No, my chest next, which is very interesting because that's where my sister sign's power chakra is. But
it goes up.
All of this, yes. And I just that's why it's like
mine goes down and then back up.
Well, that's where all your chakras are. So it's probably just literally going through your whole body till you listen. It's just like, hello, something's wrong.
If I don't listen, that's when it does. If I don't listen, it goes down and then up. Or if I'm not sure.
Yes. And so y'all know we shout out Mia all the time. And when I was having a conversation with Mia, she was saying that I was literally blocking my own power with fear and anxiety. And it was pretty straightforward. But once I thought about it more and I learned about where my power center was, I was like, oh shit. I literally am like blocking who I am by being afraid of things and by being anxious and not just being myself and trusting myself.
But you know that now, and you're working on it. That's what matters.
That's what is the most important thing. Like we said, don't beat yourself up because you didn't know it before. You have the knowledge now, you got the wisdom now. So do something about it now. Don't be that person that's just like, oh, I have the knowledge, but I'm gonna wait until shit gets worse. So like start now.
You're very proactive though. I think your sign in general is actually very proactive. Yeah, you are actually. Your sign is. You guys
We
tend to
don't
do
know how
things.
to sit down for too long. We don't That's why we fucking hate pity parties. Because bitch, shut the fuck up and get up. Like take your moment to cry
Mhm.
and get up and get back to it.
Yeah, you really are like that though.
Cause I don't like, even when me and Jasly be texting, like I'll vent and then because Jasly knows me, she'll change the topic because she knows we not about to stay on this too long. I just need to vent, I need to get it out. I need Jasly to give me a response and then okay, next topic.
Jasly be knowing. Jasly
You
got
be
her.
knowing.
You
You
can
be
count on
knowing.
me to know. You count on me to know my motherfucking brands.
So one thing I think I would take from my sister sign in the heart chakra is listening to your intuition, because I feel like your intuition is, I would say your intuition is like in your heart, like listening to
It's
that.
it's hard. It's hard sometimes because there's some things that it's telling you, and you if you find it really hard to accept, because you don't want
Yeah.
to believe it,
Mm-hmm.
but it is what it is.
Yeah.
The truth is the truth. That's what it is. That's just what it is, and
Yes.
you have to accept it. What I take from my sister sign is to keep my gut clean so I can
Mm-hmm.
and keep it healthy so
Yes.
I can be more in tune with it.
Yes. And y'all know I am a little hungry girl, and that is more than just me loving food. It's really about being healthy. Like I'm very intentional about what I put in my body, especially my gut. If y'all follow me on Instagram, I make ginger tea from scratch at least once a week. My gut is very important because when I don't feel good and like I have stomach problems or any type of issues like that, it just affects, it's like a domino effect. So please keep your gut clean, learn about like foods and different things. Like I said, foods are ways to balance your chakra too. Like literally, root chakra is red, eat red vegetables. Heart chakra is green, eat green vegetables. Make sure that you're taking care of your body so that when it's telling you, hey, I'm not okay, you can actually like hear it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's yeah. If you're eating shitty, when I eat again, I don't know if it's always with me and Panda Express. Geez, I don't know why I keep doing it to myself, but I have Panda Express. It doesn't matter if I have just enough, too much. Completely drains me.
Mm. That's your body
Completely
saying we
drains
don't like
me.
this.
And I'm like, well, my mouth like it, something like it. Because it be tasting good and stuff, but then my body don't be feeling so good. So
Your body
I
be
have those
hating.
fights with myself as well. And but sometimes you just gotta live.
Yes.
But I try to find something that it's not necessarily the healthiest, but I like, and it doesn't make me feel that way.
Yes,
You get
exactly.
what I'm
Because it's
saying?
like, bro, let's be real. Like, we all finna have some cheat meals. We gonna have fun. We didn't
Uh,
come on this earth to just be on a diet and be super strict all the fucking time. Like, have fun. But it's like Jasly said, like, there's cheat meals that I can have that don't make me feel like shit. Like, yeah, I definitely feel it. And I'm like, who in my next workout, I'm like, oh, I have to push a little bit harder. But it's not to the point to where right after I eat this, I feel like I'm about to throw up or I have to run to the toilet.
that or like I just be feeling really, really drained and tired. Like
Yes.
really drained and tired. And every time, literally every time. But something that I like, okay, my coffee creamer, it has, I'm sure, inflammatory things in it and all this stuff. But listen, I need my coffee in the morning to taste good. I can have black coffee, but I feel like
Okay.
I'm just going through something every time I drink it because I have to drink it hot. I just want to have my cold coffee that I
I
can keep
understand.
having it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Human experience needs to be decent. Is what I'm just trying to make a point of. But it doesn't make me like get
Feel
bubble
bad.
guts or nothing. I
Yes.
don't feel bad. So I've had other creamers that are actually supposed to be better as far
Better.
as ingredients, and they
But
go right through me.
mm,
Like they really upset my stomach.
yes. And
So
you made another good point, like, bro, don't pay attention to what it says it's supposed to do or what everybody else say it does for them. Pay attention to what it does for you. There's so many times
yeah,
where people are like, oh, you should try this, and then I try it and my body's like, no,
yeah, absolutely
listen to
not.
your body. Like, it's gonna tell you what is okay and what is not okay. And that's also something I've learned with aging. Like, I cannot eat the same things that 20-year-old Liz could eat. I
At
cannot at
all.
all.
Oh my god.
Even thinking about how I used to drink regular milk is just like, oh,
Yeah, the milk thing changed for me really, especially after I had my kids. Holy
mm-hmm.
moly.
What?
But for my pregnancy with Jalen, I had a bowl of cereal every morning, almost
With
every
regular
morning, faith,
milk?
with regular milk. Like I had to have it with regular milk just for it to go right through me. But it satisfied me that I had my
See, there
cereal.
you go. There you go. But that's a pregnancy craving, so that's different. It's
It was
like,
like really
listen,
real. That one was a
yeah.
real, but at least it wasn't like anything excessive, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went over the
I'm trying to
top.
think what else. Um, certain meats, like I can't eat the same meats I used to eat. Like
I was gonna tell you about that. We was gonna have a conversation off of it. I was gonna reevaluate what you've been having too.
what I've been having,
Yeah, like as
I've
meat
been eating
wise, because I haven't
good.
asked you. Because I haven't asked you.
Oh, okay. Because you haven't asked me in a minute. Yeah, no, because it was like last period or the one before, I told Jasly that I had some oxtail. I don't eat beef a lot, y'all. I really shouldn't eat it at all, but I be real with myself and I have it rarely and occasionally. But when I tell you my period came early, like my body was like, we want to detox, get that shit the fuck up out of here. Like your body will tell you. And as I've gotten older, a lot of things that used to be just like a-okay, especially from other restaurants, like I can't eat everybody's chicken.
Yeah.
I can't, like it's
I slowed
so
down with the seafood too.
mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
really interesting now. The things that my body reacts 100% the best to is home cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can eat, if I eat at restaurants, I'm a bougie bitch now. I can't eat at no fast food. Like most of the time when I get
Thank you.
takeout, when I get takeout, it is from a sit down restaurant. It is from somewhere where the cheapest thing on the menu is probably $15. And I used to be that person that's like, I'm not paying all that money. But then I was like, girl, if you can't invest in your health and you gonna pay this amount of money for weed, but you're not gonna pay this amount of money for food, that's priorities
Right.
is messed up. How you got all this
Mm-hmm.
weed but you going to McDonald's? That's not
It's just spending any money on anything else and then not on your food. Like
like,
what?
no, for real. You about to pay $200 for some shoes, but you can't pay $20 for an entree. Like, come on now,
No,
let's
you
be
should be
real.
able to pay $200 for the meal too. You should be
No,
able to
for
be okay
real.
with that.
Okay.
Because I mean, at least you want to get your worth out of
Money's
that.
worth. Y'all gotta stop being cheap with y'all food. Like, even if it's, you don't have to go to the most expensive restaurant, you don't have to go to the organic section, but just buying decent quality items. Like, instead of going to the frozen section, get some fresh food.
You will find
Very
some
easy
mom and
choices.
pop shops though that have some good prices, but you have
Yes,
to like really find them. And
exactly.
those be the ones that you can tell they're making them from the heart and stuff.
Yeah.
This is not my heart over here; it's over here. Um, But
So silly.
no, but for real. Yeah, I like to do my research on,
You
and I
have
like to
to.
have good food. I am bougie and bougie by the day with my food, and I don't care.
I don't care. Other people be telling me
I
what they
want
be
good
eating, like,
quality.
oh, I'm about to go get some Popeyes. And I'm like, you still eat there? I'm judging you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm judging you. Like, I'm
I can't even
definitely
bring
judging
myself. You know what's crazy? I actually wanted to try. I think it was like their shrimp burger or something like that. I couldn't even bring myself to do it. I was like, I refuse. I could sense my body with being like, if you go there, we are gonna go all the way against you. Because last time, I just did not feel good.
this.
The
So
time
yes,
didn't feel good either. And I was like, you know what? Just call it a day. You know, even Cane's French fries, because I love their French fries with the sauce. I
mm-hmm.
love that sauce.
Can't even do it no more. And we were
I
twinning on that because,
cannot.
girl, the last time I ate Popeyes, oh my gosh, I was like, what is wrong with me? And then I was like, it was
So
that
these things will
Popeyes.
set you. So the point is that the food can really affect your body as well.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you are overdoing it, underdoing it, putting the wrong things in your body.
Yes.
I was doing some research really. This was after I changed my diet. And I seen that a lot of things are based on also your blood type.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful with these diets that you might be picking up. Just because I don't eat meat and I eat fish, it doesn't mean it's going to benefit you and your blood
Exactly.
type and the things that you need for your body. We don't
Yes.
have the
The
same,
same.
you and I are not the
Exactly.
same. So be very mindful. Like I learned, I actually didn't know that the diet that I had was actually beneficial for me, but I did learn that I was eating some things that were still not so good for me. So
Yes.
I definitely cut down on some of those things that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
But blood type, I've learned that is your blood type.
And for the people who aren't able to find out your blood type for whatever reason, you can start as simple as talking to the people in your family. Talk to your grandparents, talk to your aunts, talk to your uncles. A lot of things are genetics. So if you find out, okay, we grew up like for centuries, my family ate this, or we always have a
Mm-mm.
reaction to this. Like, those are the types of things that you should keep in mind when you're coming up with your ideal diet for yourself.
I'm gonna make it even easier for you. See what conditions are in your family.
Yes. That's one of the
Diabetic,
first things you should
heart
do.
problems, anything. It could be anything. If there's a lot of cancer, anything that it is, go see where it stems from. Go
Exactly.
see it. These things stem from somewhere.
Exactly.
Illnesses stem from something. Okay.
Yes. It didn't
That's
just
just
come up. It's not just bad luck. It comes from something. And Jasly made a great point because I have two people in my family who are cancer survivors. And I know for a fact that both of them ate pork regularly. I don't eat pork. I have not eaten pork in years. I don't have no interest in eating pork. And it's one of
it
those
made you
things
say,
where it over time it does so much damage on your body. Like, we can't keep being those people who are like, oh, I want to go, to the cookout and eat this shitty thing, or go to
it's
my grandma's house
constantly
and
to
eat this shitty thing, and then be wondering why you always feeling bad.
all I'm saying is that if you see that your family there's a lot of things in your family that are common, heart problems and things like that, see where it's coming from. If you having high blood pressure,
Yes.
having too much caffeine, having too much salt, having too much sugar,
Yes.
like anything that you see that everybody seems to be getting it but not changing anything as well.
Exactly. And
Something
that's
has
the
to
thing.
change.
You have to make a big change. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I have high blood pressure, so I'm going to stop eating this one thing. No, you have to change your
Yeah.
entire diet. You have to change your way of life. You have to change your exercise regimen. It's not saying all overnight. Little things lead to big things, but you cannot half-ass it. if you're gonna do that, then you might as well just take the pill they're gonna give you. Because let's be real, the American medical system is not trying to heal you. They're just
At
trying to
all.
keep you addicted to whatever pills they're giving you so that you can keep paying them.
There are some things that medication does help, but
Mm-hmm.
it was definitely a market to help with one thing, and it's like, oh, we can help you with everything.
Exactly.
No, some things you can really just help yourself
Yes.
if you stop doing some things, and your chakras, I promise you, won't be off that we were talking
Okay.
about. They gonna
Like
be more
y'all,
balanced.
sometimes the best teacher is looking at the past. And when we look at our ancestors, they literally went with nature. They found the most natural ways to heal things. Native Americans literally use herbs, like dirt, foods, all different types of natural things. People wasn't popping pills like that. And they had pretty
Mhm.
good and long lives. Like you seen a older Native American person who like just ate off the land, they be looking better than some of today's 20-year-olds. So it's really about
I'll be
just,
surprised by some of y'all's age. I said it,
man, oh, that's gonna be another
but
conversation.
but um no, yeah, for real. I do think that there are some things that, it's amazing that we've been able to find something to help people. But there's other things, and I'm telling you from experience, a
Yes.
pill made my life worse, everything worse.
Mm,
And the detox wasn't any better.
mm,
I remember looking like an addict at a young age, and it wasn't anything, it wasn't my fault. It was
yeah.
what was inside the medication. I was literally addicted to these things.
Yep.
And it was more of like, I don't even function right without them.
And that's
That's
not
no way
how
to
things should
live.
be. Exactly. Don't nobody want to be dependent on something, because what happens when you can't access the bill? Like, you're just gonna
Yeah.
break the fuck down like that. We can't be like that.
And it raises your blood pressure. It makes you gain weight. That I promise
It
you that it's
takes
not.
away one thing but brings another thing.
It's obviously not that great.
Okay. Like, I don't, you know them commercials where it'd be like, try this pill, the side effects are death, da 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 da, and they say it real low and real fast, and it's like, I heard that.
No fast, and it'll be all of them like that. Or you get a mix of combinations for all the side effects that you're getting. I'm gonna give you this one for the main thing, but I'm gonna give you this one because this one causes you this, and because this one causes you this, I gotta give you another one. And it's like, nobody sees anything wrong with this.
Exactly.
I shouldn't be getting more than Tylenol, if that.
Okay. Y'all have to like be advocates for yourself. Like my doctor, I love my doctor. She's a great doctor. She gave me some medicine for my anxiety, and I took the prescription and was like, thank you very much. And I never got those pills. You know why? Because I can handle my anxiety naturally. Like, I don't need a pill. It's nothing wrong with the people who do need pills, because I don't want it to turn into that type of conversation. Because some people, like, pills really do help, even if it's just, okay, I need this pill for like a little bit to get stable and then, try to handle it on my own. But don't ever be in a point in your life like them people who bring out that pill box and they got like 30 pills. It's like, bro, you're not, their life's not supposed to be like that.
You
I
watch
know
yourself
that
there.
that like we've kind of made that regular, saying that like with our grandparents and other people in our families, it's not supposed to be like that.
You walked yourself to that one, to that
No, for
scenario. I'll tell
real.
you that much. Ain't nobody to blame but yourself for that.
So last thing before we go, I was watching a video today and the girl was saying, I just wanted to say that everybody who said black don't crack is a liar, because my black cracked and I just look a mess. For the listeners, y'all probably know who this was who said this. But I wanted to add something that is very important also. Yes, genes play a very big part in, looking good and aging well, but also being a decent fucking person. Like,
Mm.
literally having a good soul, a good spirit, a good heart. Some of the
No.
miserable, salty, just disgusting people, excuse my French, they look like shit because you look like what you are. And I'm gonna just leave it there. Jasly can add what she want to add.
That's intense. Called you a turd. No, it's true. It's true. Yeah, jeans are good and all, but yeah, you need to do right. Just do right. Do right. Do right.
Be a good person.
Be a good person because you want to age well.
Okay.
I can tell you ain't been too good because you ain't aged too good.
And you can get all the plastic surgery you want, but guess what? That's even something that you have to keep doing. Keep paying money. And I don't know if y'all have been.
We know what you look like, though.
Not only that, but I don't know if y'all been on this internet, but I don't see a lot of good plastic surgeries. I'm gonna be real with you. I see more very bad jobs than good jobs.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some great nose jobs.
See, I guess I will have to look at the before and after noses because sometimes I don't even notice people got nose. No, that's a lie. I do notice the really bad ones because I'm like, bro, you look.
Yeah, the bad ones, the bad ones, but there's some pretty good surgeons. I will say, there are some that are just maybe it's just people's. Also, how you take care of yourself afterwards. Girl, I'm sure that has to do a lot.
That is very important. You can, and that's the thing, like you can't, surgery is not just something where it's like a one-stop shop. Like you have to do things to maintain that.
I'm afraid to get my boobies done because I know you have to like keep maintaining. And let me tell you, I will spend for much. If anyone wants to pay for it, you can go ahead.
Starting a GoFundMe for Jasly's tits.
Hello, no, but I want something that looks nice, and God forbid. I'm the same with tattoos. Okay, I have one tattoo, and we're gonna keep it that way. I'm very indecisive. If you fuck up anything on me, I'm gonna feel very responsible for it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I let you though, and I'm gonna be very pissed off.
I'm the same. I'm the same. I have one tattoo. I want more, but
I like my little flower. Intentional. Flowers. Ew.
Not our tattoo being in the same space.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what? It's right here. You can't really see it on the camera. Right here.
You're right. I act like I haven't seen it. They're gonna be like, "How are y'all besties? Mind your business." Mind your business. We be forgetting things, okay? 2 airheads. One that doesn't want to admit that she's an airhead from time to time.
Who said I don't want to admit it? I take accountability. Listen, y'all, I be slow at times. I be slow and I be clumsy. And I'm just prone to accidents. I just broke the bong yesterday. Like, no. It's probably the second or third one I broke. Shit happens.
That's sad.
See, and that's the difference between the Libras and the Aries. Because for the most part, the Libras can let it go. But if it's something that was really like they really when they're like, oh, pissed off, oh my gosh, Aries are like, get another one.
That's it. How the hell do you break that many bongs, Alyssa?
See, and that's what I'm talking about, the judgment. Like, don't.
I'm just still trying to figure out how you broke 3. Not 1 or 2, 3.
And with that, we are going to wrap up episode 24. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Do y'all see? No. You see what I deal with, y'all? Oh my God. Accountability.
What you deal with? I already took accountability. I said I broke the motherfuckers. What else you want me to say?
I don't know who you're talking to, Missy.
No, it's retrograde. It's retrograde. You give me all of it.
Fuck you and retrograde. No, it's all love. Don't worry. No violence.
No violence. But thank you guys. We usually don't do this, and we're going to start doing this because I don't even know what I didn't think to. But at the end of our episodes, we are thanking the people who sat through our episode. We appreciate you.
Hey,
we appreciate you for sitting through our foolery, We know that we are fucking clowns, and you could spend time with any other clown on the internet, and you spent the time with these clowns. So we really appreciate you.
That's clown, bro. I'm a comedian. Y'all know y'all want to be here for these jokes.
Um,
Don't kill a woman.
but yes, thank you for listening. Episode 24. Meet us back here next week.